Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We're
at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. And Mahomes going to put it up right away. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. The 40. Past the 20. A Kansas City touchdown. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll fake the give to Sanders, now Hurts. And that is incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins, 59 yards. And the Eagles are back within a couple of the lead. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw. It's complete. And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match?
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. The Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Open man downfield, that's Smith-Schuster. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. On first down, Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To try again after the sack. Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
The throw over the middle, taken in. 20! Touchdown, Philadelphia! Quez Watkins, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. To at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Mahomes. He finds McKinnon complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Gets his brother as running back, Jerick McKinnon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. Well, now how about this return? The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown.
And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit.
So, Charles, they had him double covered in the...
Thinking themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Juju Smith-Schuster on the touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes.
As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York.
Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Right to the air is Mahomes.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Isaiah Pacheco.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Throwing to start the drive. Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
On 2nd and 9. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So that 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory.
territory at the 26-yard line. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary down to the 25. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Allen going to throw. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bills are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Allen will try to throw for it. And that is incomplete here. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for 2, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes.
Man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Allen off the bootleg. Well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off, if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Mahomes going to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, the out route, he finds Hardman. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They go play fake. Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, Brand, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get to the quarterback right now. Offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, as a defender yourself who made a few of those plays back in your day, I know you know there's no better feeling than a pick six for a defender.
And the big thing is when you take it and you realize you're out there and you've got a great chance to score, not to get overexcited and have one of the yard lines trip you up, or the turf monsters we used to call it, knock you down before you get to the end zone. That didn't happen on that play. He carried it home.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On play action, Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on 3rd down. Really? Should have a better game plan installed for how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. A fairly short kick for the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of its coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. They're still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Play action. Now it's Allen. On the move to his left. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills get a bit closer. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. He hits the big target for
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him?
Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I'll agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. Allen taking it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Josh Allen scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bills take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So with 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got it.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they get up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. A third quarter now at a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. They're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Mahomes. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have the Chiefs' first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. Mahomes now on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago. But that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
On the give, this is Singletary. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Rolling to his left. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with...
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are right back in this football game. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, Allen. On the slant, he's got Davis. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 41 now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he's got room. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Singletary again. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 10 more there and another 1st down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a run with Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Here's Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bills have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Charles, what a big drive late in the fourth quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't scored to the point in the fourth quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and